Hey, welcome back guys to my channel. I hope you guys are enjoying my video and learning something new from my channel. So in this video I will be talking about replacing the bracket. Now bracket replacement is one thing, but I will be kind of sharing things that maybe other people don't share, or maybe they have not done the research to the intense level that I did myself. For the last 2-3 days I'm scratching my head trying to figure out this stupid looking motor, and I found some information that I really think I should be talking with you guys, so when you're doing something similar project like this, so you don't have to struggle the way I struggle myself. So okay, I have been working on these two drones. This had issue with the gimbal or camera or something, shaking, right? When I bought this drone and I'm like, hey, this has a shaking thing issue, and the way it was making like a clicking noise, like click, 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 I thought it has a bad motor, right? Because that's a portion that was bad. So what I did, I basically opened the drone and I just removed this cable, right? I just removed this cable to see if this clicking stops. And yes, indeed, that clicking noise stopped. So I was like, you know what? It's a bad, this gimbal bracket and motor. This is called Yaw motor, Y-A-W motor. This is your gimbal bracket, right? So I thought this is the bad bracket. I ordered two from China, right? Thinking I paid about 19-20 bucks each. So I paid a total of like $40 for two of these. After 10 days, I got this motor. But here is the thing that really bothers me a lot. When you order something new, you are thinking this will be perfectly working condition. I mean, you can see a sticker right here. Look at that. This is a brand new, or at least the label of their brand name or something. So I got two of these, right? I put one in here and this puppy does not work at all. Like, this motor does not work. And I'm like, what the hell I'm missing? Maybe I'm missing a calibration software or firmware. And here I'm reaching out to people on eBay. And, when this guy is sitting in Spain or Barcelona or somewhere, I'm messaging to him and, trying to buy something. And finally, I ended up buying something from eBay guy today. And I tried that firmware to basically try to fix this one, and no, that thing does not fix this one, and the guy keeps saying it's a hardware issue. And I'm like, no, it's not a hardware issue because this is a brand new bracket. I don't think it's bad bracket, right? So it was not working, and I had a different drone. I put the entire camera assembly here, and it was working. Because when this motor wasn't working, I thought maybe this cable is bad, right? I thought maybe this is bad, somehow signals are not coming. So I was even about to replace the cable. See, I have extra cable here too, but I thought maybe I need to put a new cable. But I'm like, you know what, I don't know. It's so confusing because you don't know if this motor is good or bad. I mean, that's where the whole problem was, right? So here is what I found, guys. I want to tell you, when you buy this brand new motor from eBay, China, or wherever, don't assume these motors are good, because you're thinking these are good. You put it in your drone and you think these will be working, and when they don't work, you question about your drone. Your drone is bad, your cable is bad, maybe your board is bad. No, in reality, these freaking motors are bad. This is actually my second time when I got the motor. It's installed right now in this drone. Look at that. This motor you're looking, this is also bad. Now, I have another video where I did I made the YouTube videos when I was doing this one. I installed the whole thing, but this motor never worked. And I was like, hey, I need to do some calibration or something. Until today, I still cannot fix this drone because I don't know what the problem is. But finally, today I know the freaking motor is actually bad. The guy who sent me the motor is a bad motor. And why I know that? This is the one I installed today on this drone. Spent, I would say, 7-8 hours. I've been working on entire freaking day. I was working last night putting this motor inside. I did the whole thing. But this camera would never... Okay, so here's the thing. When you turn on the drone, there are three things, right? 1, 2, and 3, right? Maybe I'll hold it like this so you can understand better. Now pay attention. 1, 2, and 3. Now this third one has to do with this gimbal bracket motor or whatever, yaw motor or whatever you want to call it. It's happening because of this, right? Now this was not moving at this motion. Now that's the problem. I tried a lot, it was not working, so I finally ended up putting the original motor back in this drone. And then when I used that, finally the firmware, I did the calibration and this started working. So I was so happy this finally worked. It's working perfectly. So yeah, this is working good. I have no issues with this one now. Now back to this. I'm going to turn on and show you the problem, and I'm going to show you how you test the motor without going the whole trouble. You know, you can easily test it without replacing the entire assembly. So that makes your life so much easy, so you don't waste time, and you can send this puppy back to the company, you know, who sold this motor if it's bad. I'm going to show you both of these. One is bad, one is good, and it's so crazy, it's ridiculous. And this is also bad. So I'm going to show you this motor first. And again, I replaced this motor brand new a few weeks ago, and I was thinking this is a good motor. Nope, it's a bad motor. So yeah, let me show you this. So let me attach this cable, and then I will show you a demo. There you go. Motor is connected. I'm going to turn on the drone. Where is my battery? Okay, guys. Now pay attention when it does this motion. That's what we are looking for. See, nothing. Let me hold it like this. See, nothing. It is not moving like that. That's the problem. Okay. It is also not has to do anything with the calibration. You know, nobody make it that clear, crystal clear. But I want to tell you that it has nothing to do with your calibration. The problem is this actual motor is bad. Now I'm going to put another bad motor, and I'm going to show you how you test it, okay? Now I have this little puppy. This is basically a part of the broken gimbal. It basically the same thing. Okay, by the way, you also need a tool. If you have not seen my other video, maybe I'll mention this one. I bought this tool online, but you have to have this tool if you're looking to repair the gimbal bracket. So I have this little puppy, right? This little motor outside magnet. So how this motor works is, it's a brushless motor, right? So these are just this is just the wire that create a magnetic field. Now this is a magnet. When they basically go on the top of like this, see how it's spinning? It basically spins. So that's how this whole bracket works. Now this is actually a good one. I know by looking at the sticker, but I'm going to show you a bad one. Yep, that's a bad one because I replaced it a couple of times. I'm going to show you this one and how to test it, right? See, just make sure it's you know, spinning smoothly, and it is. So simply, you can basically hold the bracket like this, connect this cord with the finger, there you go, cord is connected. Now here is how I do it, guys. I basically flip this thing, and now let me turn on. If it spins, you know your motor is good. It's perfect for you to use in your drone. If it's not, send it back. Don't waste time. Trust me, so far I got 3 different brackets. This is the third one that works. One in there doesn't work. This one actually works. This doesn't work. So yeah, that 2 doesn't work. So you can imagine how crazy is that. You order something and it doesn't work. It really bothers me. Okay, let me turn on. Nope, it's not spinning. See, right here it should spin. It clearly tells you this motor is bad. It's clearly bad. You know, all these people can argue back and forth. It's a calibration, and some are saying, oh, you have to put some lube or something. No, it's all stupid stuff. This motor is bad. They need to take this motor back, and I'm going to show you the last one, and you will see how it spins. Okay, so this is going back, by the way, to the seller. And I'm going to put this one back. There you go, guys. You simply plug it in, flip it like this. And trust me, so far I opened this motor like, you know, 5 times or something. You know, I'm feeling pretty comfortable with every step because I have done it enough now. And I'm like, you know what, I can make a video at this point really far better. So yeah, let me show you here. This is a good one, guys. This is the only good one I have. So yeah, let me show you this. Look at that. And you're gonna spin the other way. Look at that. That is clearly a sign this is a good motor. So that way I'm very happy about. So let me turn off the drone. Now my plan is to put this motor or this entire gimbal now in this drone, and hopefully everything will work fine. So that's what I'm going to be doing next, and I will try to explain as best as I can. So yeah, let's do it. So first I'm going to disconnect this puppy. This is the good one. Let's put it here. This is the bad one, and I'm going to put the screws here so I don't miss it. Okay. Okay, you simply remove like 3 screws. This whole heat sink comes out, and you need this right hand side one. So you need to remove this side one. Again, this is not my first time. I have done it already like 3-4 times here. That's why there's no glue. Normally you should also see a glue here. But how stupid is that? It's basically replacing not a broken one, but the one they sent, defective one. I think defective is the right word here. So yeah, I pull this. Now we just have to push these rubber back. There you go. Camera is out. Put the drone aside. All right, guys. Okay, it's easier if you kind of do the back screws first. Basically, things that can be opened easily, you do those pieces first. So now we should be able to remove this bracket, because once it's gone, I will be able to remove the camera, and once the camera is out, I can remove the cable, and then after the cable I can start removing these little bearing looking thing to all around before I reach my destination. You know what, one more thing I can see if this, oh, there you go, perfect. Okay, this was loose, guys. This is what I was wondering, because last time when I was doing this one, it came out, because once you remove the original one, it kind of pops out easily. So yeah, I guess I'm not going to go all the way since this just came out. But I would say, you can watch my previous video if you want to see more step by step, but it just came out. So that is amazing. I'm so happy that it just popped right out. So, okay, so I guess I'm just going to replace this rubber boot. So to rubber boot, you can just simply use a hand. Like this. Okay, so this is the one we're going to be using. Okay, that's it, guys. Look at that. It's looking already beautiful. I mean, I just got lucky because I opened this before this puppy just popped out. Looks like once you do the factory one, the original one, looks like they just don't go as tight, because the new one, there's no way you can remove it. So wow, this was very easy. So yeah, looks like we're already ready to put this puppy back. So yeah, I guess let's do that. Okay, what is in? Yep, this cable is in. We can test it first before we, I guess, put the other stuff back in. So now let's put this cable. This is kind of tricky because you don't want to bend it too much, and also you don't want to push it with a pokey tweezer. So I kind of make it straight. That's the easiest one I found. If you make it straight, it goes far more easy than, you know, struggling with it. So let's go this way now. Yep, look at that, how easy it came out. If you make it straight, it comes far more easy than you will be twisting it, you know. Now here you can kind of tilt it, or bend it, I should say, like that. And now it'll be so much easier to put it back in. So yeah, let's see. There you go. That was not too bad. And I'm gonna put the glue later on this, but let's test it now. Now guys, moment of truth. I think it should work. We might have to do the gimbal calibration, but we will see. I mean, for gimbal calibration we will have to use a software, and I already purchased the firmware, but let's see. Aha, look at that. That's awesome. It is working indeed. Oh wow, it's already working. Look at that. It's already spinning. Oh, that's awesome. Let me get my controller and we can check. Wow guys, look at that. That error which was showing before, a gimbal stuck error, it's gone. It's satellite positioning weak and gimbal calibration error, which is completely normal, because look at that. This thing is talking. That's awesome. That was far more easier. Okay, now we can try the calibration this way. Actually, I already have a service firmware, so I should be able to just do the firmware right here. So yeah, there are two types of firmware, guys. I'll maybe explain this better. One is a normal firmware. Yep, it's spinning. One is a normal firmware and one is a service firmware. So I have a service firmware right now in this. And service firmware you have to buy on these websites, drankdongs.com or something. Let's see how this puppy is happy or not. But I think it's gonna work. I mean, everything looks pretty good right now. Everything looks really happy. Yeah, look at that. This thing is looking happy already. Really happy already. I'm so surprised. It all has to do with the motor. That is so stupid. These people are selling you the bad one. If it fails at 90, I learned from other videos, if it fails, you have to lift up like that at 90%. So let's see. It might work, might not. We'll see. Yep, it's calibration failed. You can clearly see calibration failed. So I know what we have to do. You have to wait till 90% and then you have to lift this puppy up and then it'll work. So yeah, we'll do that. Let's see. It's completely normal, or at least I know what to do. But it happens. It's kind of, you know, common issue, I should say. So yeah, you can see 40%. Oh, making a noise. Okay, at 90 you want to make it stand like this. There you go, guys. Clearly you can see calibration successful. Now, do we have any error? Look at that. The only error we have is a no SD card and then the satellite positioning weak, which is normal. But yeah, that will go away in a few seconds and then we'll be able to fly. But again, this is a service firmware. I have to still go back and flash it with a regular firmware, and then we'll be able to make it work completely. I can show you if it take off. But yep, look at that. It's happy. So yeah, let me close the whole thing. So yeah, let's shut this down. Yeah, let's close one by one. So I'm gonna close this puppy first. Let's see. You know what, I guess I will let you guys go because I'm just wondering, you know, it makes more sense for me to do the other part in the next video because I think I have to explain some stuff in detail, so I don't want to make this video too long. So I'm going to close this drone back. It's completely working drone. It's in perfect condition. I just have to basically flash the normal, the user-friendly, not the user, you know, the actual end user firmware. I have to just put the normal firmware in this one. So far I have a service firmware, which is why I believe I was able to do the calibration. So I will explain, I guess, the whole thing in the next video. So stay tuned. I'm going to maybe make the video tomorrow, but you will see, you know, on your TV or screen next. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. But I'm glad I was able to share something really informative, how you can use like this broken little piece to test the motor assembly, which, you know, I was scratching my head for the last freaking few days and keep buying the motor thinking there's something wrong I'm doing. Maybe I'm not following the right thing, but no, I'm doing everything correctly, but these freaking people are sending you the bad motor is the problem. So it's so stupid. It actually really bothers me. So anyway, guys, I'll let you go. Thank you for watching. You know, peace out. We'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.